the starters for the Miami Heat. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Mitchell, then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for Golden State, we've got Green, Anthony Melton out there with Moses Moody, and it's Santos in at the 4. And Grant, we hear all the time about the rookie wall.
Oh, it's definitely a real thing, BA. Not for every rookie, but a good percentage of them. You know, I'm interested to see which ones in this class are able to power through.
Hero outside. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Adebayo, a screen on Melton. Hero for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
And it means they will go deep into their bench again. It worked in the last matchup. Might as well spread more minutes around.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Melton misses. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Hero. Fires from deep. Sinks it from distance.
Oh, Hero is a great outside shooter, and that opens up everything for his team.
Melton outside. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Miami has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And stolen by Melton. In transition, here come the Warriors. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Now here's Powell, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. Pass to Spencer. Back to Melton. Outside, Green, a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Melton outside. The 3. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Excellent court vision there from Green. Someone who can see things develop before they actually happen.
And Tim, last season, Draymond Green adding a Hustle Player of the Year award to his Hall of Fame resume.
Yeah, B.A., that's an award every young player should aspire to have. But I know for Draymond Green, he was hoping to get his second Defensive Player of the Year award.
Miami shooting their first free throws of the evening. And he makes a first. Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked. And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Outside Moody. Melton outside. Green with a screen on Hero. From deep, Melton. Rebound Miami. Powell surveying the D. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
Yeah, coaches love seeing Adebayo facilitating.
Outside, Green. Pass to Spencer. And here's Melton. The 3 ball. Powell pulls it in.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. three, Powell. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. The Warriors have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Moody, good.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
Hero against Melton. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Count the basket.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
The Heat have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Adebayo finds Powell. Wiggins right side. Adebayo sets a screen. This one for 3. Wiggins no good.
Well, I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Here's Spencer. He's scoreless. Melton on the wing. He's guarded by Hero. Just 5 to shoot. Green with a screen on Adebayo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
And that one falls. That puts them up 1 point in the game now. And defense has been the strength of the Warriors. So what do they need offensively, Tim?
Well, BA, they need more consistent scoring outside of Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler certainly has helped, but to win at the highest level, it requires more than one three-level scorer.
And both free throws good for Green.
And some people think Draymond Green is a little too bold. But look, that's just his passion for the game. A lot of teams need what Draymond Green brings to the table.
Offensive board. Hero for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo. Hero's got 6.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Now here's Moody. His last outing, he had 24 points. Pass to Spencer. Green with a screen on Mitchell. Spencer. And the Warriors miss again. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It seemed like coming into that game, they looked a little off, and they never really hit their stride.
Well, they played hard, but you could tell from their body language they did not have the confidence they needed.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And taking a look at the last 10 games, these are the teams that have attacked the offensive glass and been rewarded for their efforts. In third, the Heat.
This squad's been attacking the offensive glass with a ton of energy lately, and it's paid off with a nice pile of second chance points.
Outside Moody. Pass to Spencer. Puts up a 3. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds.
Yeah, BA. The one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
And he's good on the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. The Heat have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Powell outside. Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo sets a screen. The three from Mitchell. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside, Green. Now here's Moody. Beyond the arc. Drains the triple. Moody's got his second bucket on the night.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Mitchell. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Hero finds Mitchell. Here's Wiggins. 6 to shoot. And here's Hero. The three. The rebound by Moody.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Takes a step back to the paint. And he dunks it down.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Wiggins. Coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee. Powell's shot is off.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Brian, back over to you.
High praise. Allie, thank you. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And some changes here for the Warriors. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Santos. And Pajemski subbed in for Melton. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Ware's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Jaquez comes in for Norm Powell. Larson's checked in for Tyler Hero. And it's Smith in for Mitchell. Heat trail by 5. Outside Adebayo. Pass to Jaquez. Adebayo sets a screen. They need this. He buries it from 3. Adebayo's got 7 points in the game.
That is smooth right there. Adebayo stretching the floor a little bit.
Outside, Green. Here's Spencer. There's the triple. And that comes off the assist by Green. 9 points in the game.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Smith. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Pass to Larson from behind the arc. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 5. Here's Spencer. 9 points in the game. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Now Smith. Yet to see a basket. Outside Jaquez. Let's go with a 3. He drops it from range.
And I think that's the next step in Jaime Jaquez Jr.'s development. He has to become a more consistent three-point shooter.
Well, not a whole lot of experience, but you watch Jaime Jaquez, Tim. He looks like a 10-year vet out there.
Yeah, B.A., part of that is because he's a 4-year college guy, and now he's plug and play. He's got great footwork, he's tough, and he has a high IQ for the game.
Throw it down on the lob.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Porzingis with a screen on Smith. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's just sheer toughness right there by Draymond Green. What a finish through that contact.
Jaquez, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Jaquez. Here's Larson. They get it again. Another shot. Ware, that's good. Ware's gotten his second bucket.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Here's Spencer. He's got 11. Moody from outside. Hits the trifecta. And the Warriors lead by 5.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo sets a screen. Now here's Ware. Adebayo in the post. Green covering. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5, and his offensive game is also versatile. You think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
Norman Powell, he's checked in for Miami. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Now here's Porzingis. No made baskets yet. Jaquez with it. Now Pajemski defending. Pass to Powell. Here's Larson. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Adebayo, defended by Porzingis. And Porzingis with the block. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. The Warriors on top, up 2. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
And let's take a look at Miami. We've got Jaime Jaquez. He's out there with Powell. Khalil Ware out there with Yakuchonis. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Porzingis. Lets the 3 fly. Powell pulls it in. Miami trailing. Here's Yakuchonis. Out left to the wing. Powell for 3. It doesn't go for him. Golden State has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And one thing about this game, Graham, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Payton's checked in for the Warriors. So it's Miami now. It's a 5-point game. Powell outside. Here's Jakic, defended by Podziemski. Out to Powell. Fires the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Powell's got 7 points in the game.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now here's Podziemski, coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans.
And also impressive, his work on the glass. He was tenacious and relentless. These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Here's Podziemski. He's got 6. Porzingis surveying the floor. 5 to shoot. Pass to Podziemski. Another 3 for Golden State.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Jakic. No points so far. Good. The Warriors lead by 4. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Podziemski. With some arc. And he sinks the layup. 11 points in the game.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Here's Jakic. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. They get it back. Ware. And he banks in the layup. Ware's gotten 4 this quarter.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Outside Podziemski. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul, third.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Miami Heat. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
And that game against the Nets, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
He misses the free throw. The Heat making a switch here. Hero's checked in. And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, now here in the second quarter, he's getting to the line. I like the aggressiveness.
Pass to Ware. Powell outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution for your Warriors. Number 3. Will Richard.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hero with it. 6 points for him. Clock at 4. Ware, that's good. And now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
The passing of Hero keeps getting better and better as his career goes on.
Melton passes to Porzingis. Back to Melton. Launches a 3. Jaquez grabs the board. And it's Jaquez with the ball for the Miami Heat. Powell for 3. Hitting his third shot in 7 looks.
Was starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
And Steve Kerr wants the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. is checked in. And Miami also making a switch. Adebayo's checked in. Here's Spencer. He's guarded by Hero. Melton outside. Pass to Porzingis. To win the run. Blocked! Ware with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Offensive rebound. And here's Jaquez. Hero for three. Ware controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
They set a pick. Pass to Santos. Here's Porzingis. Ware covers. Porzingis in the post. Working on Ware. Nice D from Ware. Miami leading by 4. Hero outside. Ware the screen. For three. And Tyler Hero gets a 3. Hero's got 9 points.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Santos. Porzingis in the post. Ware covers. Porzingis misses.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning.
Adebayo, a screen on Melton. Here's Ware. Miami moving it around. Clock at 6. From the arc. Here's Powell. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the 3-ball.
But during that specific game, you'd love to say, hey, stop shooting threes, but obviously that's a big part of their identity.
All right.
Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Miami also changing it up. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Ware. And Mitchell subbed in for Jaquez. Here's Spencer. He's got 11. Melton on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Spencer to win the drought. Rebound by the Heat. Powell's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Melton against Powell. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Here's Spencer, averaging around 6 a game. Down low. Santos, good. Heat leading by 9. Hero outside. Outside Mitchell. A shot from the high post. Rebounded by Green.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
And when you think of the league's point of attack pest, Davion Mitchell earns his keep defensively, Lex.
Well, we've all taken notice of that on-the-ball defense. He is one of the best in the league at that, but he is starting to find his scoring prowess in this league as well as he continues to improve his efficiency.
Great defender.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Powell for three. The rebound by Melton.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Spencer. He's got 11. Pass to Moody. Green, a screen from deep. Melton. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now just a 4-point Miami lead.
And that's Draymond giving his team extra possession, showing you that motor.
Adebayo passes to Powell. Now here's Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots it from the corner, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And occasionally Adebayo will use the jumper to set up the rest of his game offensively.
Melton against Hero. Here's Santos. Here's Spencer. Fires for three. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wiggins finds Hero. The drive by Powell. Outside for Mitchell. Here's Adebayo. Bam, just battles through contact.
Yeah, you love Adebayo chasing the basketball and running down that offensive board.
Pass to Spencer. Back to Melton. Lets it fly. Rebound by the Heat.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Hero on the wing. Adebayo is screen on Melton. Powell for three. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Spencer. He's got 11. Pass to Moody. Here's Spencer. Check by Mitchell. From outside the arc. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back to you, Ryan.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. Spencer, out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Let's take a second to see which teams have been hitting the glass with a fury this season. Miami in second.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
Jaquez is checked in for Norman Powell. Heat leading by 11. Now here's Hero. 14 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others.
And the Warriors shooting around 50% of the game so far. We've got 33 seconds left in the second. Green, a screen. And that one's good. Spencer's got 13.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And here's Hero. 12 points for him. 6 to shoot. Pass to Wiggins. Fires the three. That one is cash from Wiggins.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
It's been all about Norman Powell for the Heat. Between the scoring and rebounding, an excellent to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, where's your team getting its confidence and energy from in that first half?
We're getting a lot of it off our defensive stops, and then once we got into a rhythm, then started to, just make some tough ones, which sometimes happens when you see the ball go in.
Defense set the tone, though. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shots. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. And that's very enough to shot. It's good. Let's hear it from the participant.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West. How are you guys feeling about the conferences now? Relevant? Irrelevant?
You know what? That's not a bad rapper name. Irrelevant.
That's kind of ironic. I like that. That could be my rapper name.
Hey, Ernie. Yeah, we could be a duo. You could be irrelevant. I could be iconic. With the K.
Iconic Kenny. Now that's ironic.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Golden State Warriors.
They need to get after it more on the glass.
Problem is, they're going up against some very good rebounders.
Yeah, but if you don't try, you're definitely going to fail, Ernie.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Very lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, we've seen Norman Powell really having a great game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect we're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Warriors trail by 12. They've got Moody, Green out there with DeAnthony Melton, and it's Santos in at the power forward position. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Fast break, here come the Heat, and Wiggins swoops in for the score.
Well, that's an easy opportunity for Wiggins, who runs the floor so well.
Melton passes to Moody. Now Melton. Here's Santos. Pass to Spencer. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Wiggins outside. Adebayo sets a screen. Wiggins, no good. Well, the Warriors shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Here's Spencer, hounded by Adebayo. Green with a screen on Hero. From deep, Melton. Adebayo grabs the board.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Hero, the pass to Mitchell. It's Adebayo, high post. The three is up. Mitchell misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Melton. Here's Spencer. Melton with a screen on Mitchell. Back to Melton. Melton on the wing. Over Hero. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Wiggins finds Mitchell. Hero for three. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his third assist of the night.
Man, this guy is a natural bucket getter. It is so difficult to slow him down.
Here's Spencer. 13 points in the game. From deep, Melton nails it from 3. Melton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
They finally got one to go, but not until they missed 3 straight to start the second half.
Pass to Powell. And here's Wiggins. Here's Mitchell. Top of the key. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
Pass to Wiggins. 4 seconds left. And the bucket is good. Wiggins got 7.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Now here's Moody. Now here's Green. Pounded by Adebayo. Here's Moody. From deep, Melton. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one.
This is definitely not how they envision starting the second half.
Pass to Powell. Warriors with the rebound. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis where they'll face the Grizzlies. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Now here's Melton. Give him 8 points now. Here's Spencer. 6 on the shot clock. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And a look at the toughness of Draymond. He took the hit, and he got it to go.
One shot.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Yeah, they've clearly been the more physical team. And how about all those second chance points? What a concerted effort to pound the offensive glass.
Okay, Legs, I'm making you commissioner of the league for a day. You get 1 rule change. What is it?
I think we have to look at a time limit on some of these replays. I know we want to get them right, but for me, if you're taking that long, it can disrupt the rhythm of the game.
Totally. Hero, no good.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved he didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Now here's Moody. He's got 10 from deep. Melton. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Wiggins passes to Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Bam! Challenges the interior D.
And that is just focus on the rim. As you see, Adebayo having success inside, even against a strong defense.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Over the last 10 games, these two guards have been incredible defensively, piling up the steals. DeAnthony Melton, 3rd.
The overall quickness of these guys is just flat out incredible. I mean, quick feet, quick hands. That's why they're effective perimeter defenders.
Well, you better be aware and alert if you've got the basketball against these guys, because they're always looking to make a play.
Moody from outside. And Hero grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Adebayo in the post, working on Green, and the shot goes.
Well, he's been aggressive from the start, and as a result, it's all come together tonight for Bam offensively.
Green with a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Green from downtown. Doesn't drop. He's 4 for 5.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Powell for 3, and the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Hero outside. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. And here's Mitchell. 4-3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Santos has got 5 rebounds in the game.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
Here's Spencer. Over Mitchell. They grab their own miss.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Yeah, no question about it. It feels like every missed shot is ending up in his hands. Unreal.
Wow, it's good.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here's Spencer. He's got 13. Green finds Melton. Here's Spencer. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Spencer's got 16 points.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Wiggins. 7 points in the game. Pass to Hero. There's the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Santos. With the teardrop. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one belongs to Wiggins. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Gilly Santos taking 2 shots.
That one's off. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Now here's Hero. 15 points in the game. Outside Jaquez. Fires from deep. Sinks it from distance. Jaquez has gotten his second bucket on the night.
And that is really big for Jaquez Jr.'s confidence, particularly when he's connecting from that far out.
Pass to Santos. To the paint. Now here's Melton. It's Podziemski on the wing. Now covers. Podziemski's shot is good.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
Yeah, powering through the contact, something that Adebayo does so well.
Now Podziemski. 13 points in the game. Pass to Santos. Moody from outside. The rebound by Wiggins.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Count that one. 18 points here for Norm Powell.
Well, he's mainly been a scorer throughout his career, but you like that Wiggins that time kept his head on a swivel.
And here is Green. Pass to Podziemski. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And he's doing all he can for his team. Just perfect shooting thus far. Now, it's time his teammates, they really have to step up.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Larson. No points yet. To the left side wing. Pass to Jaquez. Shot clock at 5. Here's Yakichonis. It's rebounded by Golden State. Moody's got 4 rebounds now. Well, they call him Stay Ready, Tim. Moses Moody has done just that and produced when his number was called.
Yeah, B.A., there's not a lot of flash to his game. It's mostly hustle and floor spacing. And with those long arms, he is a difference maker defensively.
From deep three-point range. The shot by Podziemski, no good. Heat leading by 15. Here's Yakichonis. 1:51 left in the third. Takes a 3. And it's Ware missing. And for the Warriors, they're shooting a disappointing 38%. Back to Moody. The shot's good. There's 1:17 left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Yakichonis. Pass to Larson from deep. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Podziemski. Sinks that one from the post. Podziemski's got 7 now in this quarter. Heat leading by 11. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Ware. Jaquez, the pass to Jovic. Miami moving it around. Three-pointer Yakichonis knocks down the long J. Yakichonis has got 5 points.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Back to Podziemski. That one falls. Podziemski's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game, finding good looks.
And there's the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, BA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And so it's Miami, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We'll be back in a moment. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for Miami. Jaime Jaquez out there with Khalil Ware. Then it's Norman Powell. Then there's Yakichonis. And it's Larson in at the 2 spot. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Miami making their last shot. Pass to post. Now Podziemski. Here's the 3. That's off. Shooting 8 for 10 from the floor.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
To the inside. Inside. It's stolen by Jaquez. Here's Larson. Here's Yakitonis. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Ware. Puts it up. And he can't get that one. Warriors trail by 16. Pajemski with it. They set the pick. Here's Spencer. The offensive rebound. And that one drops for him.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Pass to Ware. Powell outside. Here's Yakitonis. Pure from three-point range. And the Heat lead by 17.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
And he gets it to go.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Powell outside. Pass to Yakitonis. Now Ware, guarded by post. Now here's Ware. Tight defense on him. And here's Jaquez. Defended by Porzingis. The shot by Yakitonis, no good. Warriors trail by 15. To the paint. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud, let them hear it. Which latest section wants a t-shirt?
Hero, he's checked in for Miami. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. To Ware, three-pointer, and again, no good by Miami.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Here's Spencer. Here's Porzingis. And rejected. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it. Good. Spencer's gotten 4 this quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Pajemski. Outside Porzingis. There's the block.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Out to Powell. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep. Powell's got 21 points in the game.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Outside Pajemski. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Pass to Ware. Here's Larson. Up top, Hero. Second chance effort. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Yeah, protecting the rim. Porzingis, one of the best in the league at that.
Oh, Draymond finishing himself.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Powell outside. From outside, off the mark. Warriors trail by 14. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Powell. That one a little long. For Miami, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Left side, Jaquez. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
And Jaquez Jr. has an old school kind of game. He's really clever at understanding how to draw fouls.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, and Jaquez Jr. has made a name for himself because of his effort level. He seems to play hard on every trip up the floor.
Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Wiggins comes in for Larson. And the second free throw is good. And so it's Golden State with it. Melton outside. Here's Spencer. Outside Moody. Melton outside. The three is up. The rebound by Wiggins.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
It's Powell on the wing. Outside Jaquez. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. Powell against Melton. The three. Rebound Miami. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. Now here's Wiggins. He's covered closely. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Heat lead by 17.
Well, Wiggins that time showing you a different dimension to his inside game, and that presents a challenge for the defense.
Pass to Spencer. Three-pointer. Adebayo grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now here's Hero. Now Powell. Back to Wiggins. Fires it. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got 7 rebounds in the game. Santos. Good work there as it goes.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Heat leading by 15. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Powell. The 3-ball. Gets the 3-ball to go. Powell's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Here's Spencer. Here's Santos. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Hero, the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Moody. Here's Spencer. Melton outside. Over Powell. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. To the inside, here's Hero, and the layup is good off the glass.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Outside Moody. Pass to Spencer. For 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Mitchell's checked in for Miami.
Make some noise.
Heat leading by 14. Outside Hero. Wiggins outside. Powell outside. Now Wiggins. From downtown. It's good from beyond the arc.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter. Fires the 3. Can't get it.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Now Powell. Now Adebayo. Wiggins outside, puts up the tray. Old Green rips down the board.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Santos, hounded by Wiggins. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Outside Adebayo. Here's Powell. Takes a 3. 6 to shoot. Oh, he can't hit it. Warriors trail by 14. There's a minute 26 left to play in the fourth. Now Green. Green, a screen. The 3 is off. Miami leading by 14.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Heat.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it shows.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
They were well prepared coming in and showed a real competitive streak.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Bam Adebayo.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
Outside Wiggins. Powell outside. Launches it from deep. Oh, it doesn't go. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Moody! Money from 3!
Such an underappreciated passer. Draymond has set up more than a few 3 balls in his career.
Now here's Mitchell. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that'll do it, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And we present the player of the game, Bam Adebayo.